It's Madden NFL 24, and we'll see which of these Golden State teams has the Midas touch in this one. It's the Los Angeles Chargers and the Los Angeles Rams, and it comes your way next.
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the L.A. Chargers and their Southern California rivals, the Los Angeles Rams. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
First play from scrimmage, Stafford. And his first look is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. First run now for, and right away he lost the football. And one of the linebackers has got it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. You got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And he is just absolutely marvelous to watch throw a football. That's something I could do all day long, watch him throw routes versus air. But he's even more impressive when there are bodies on the field, and he's creating with big throws downfield.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose, and is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Davis now to return it. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards, and he'll be taken down at about the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 6. Off the option, here's Edwards. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7. Palmer going in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Able to find the open man. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5 from the 8. Now it's Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Will Dissly from 8 yards out. And the Chargers are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. Well, now how about this return? And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So the Rams Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Here's Stafford. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Stafford to his #1 guy, Cup, for a Los Angeles first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Stafford's throw pulled in by Robinson here. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage, good for the receptions for the receivers, but you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces, so as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football, all right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And Cup going to pick up a Rams first down as the tackle made down at the 33. That one goes for 8 yards. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Again, it's Stafford. That'll be caught by Cup. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's play. Let's play now, baby. Let's play.
Stafford. And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Rams are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, this is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And he returns this to the 22. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And this drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups Folks, remember the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now left side on the swing pass. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now Herbert off the bootleg. Short throw to Disley, and he goes out right around the 39. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
A give for Edwards running right. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So third down, and defensively the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. Here's Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 32-yard line. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Herbert. Slant route going to be caught by Palmer. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now a throw in the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, Herbert. Here's a diving catch right side. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. So illegal touching, not one you see often. It's going to wipe away a first down.
Very simply, if you're a receiver, you can't set foot out of bounds and then be the first to catch the football. Side judge, right there on the play, made the call.
And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take, punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Matthew Stafford and the rest of the Rams offense set to take over once more.
The returns on the last drive, pretty good. 7 for 7, touchdown pass. Probably take that, right?
I would say so. I mean, when you're cutting them apart that way, feeling so accurate, so confident going downfield, and then able to culminate by putting it in the end zone, oh, yeah, he's feeling real good right now.
Now he'll try to carry that over to this drive. Stafford on first down.
That's caught. Puka Nacua. Now inside the 25.
And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 54 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
On first and 10, Stafford.
Connecting with Kupp here on the out route.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it second down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Stafford. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on fourth down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And this one is right through. And that will knot us up at 10. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
Here's Darius Davis on the return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Now a dump off here complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Open man, it's Palmer. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Third down and 1. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Herbert. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports halftime report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taken at the goal line. Escapes the defender. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. On the counter, it's Edwards. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Herbert now. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 43. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Stafford. A quick throw there is incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down. Throwing is Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 19. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
To throw is Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. It'll go as a gain of 4. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
And his kick is indeed good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Now Brown, after the made field goal, gets set for the kickoff. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Herbert. Open man right side is Sharp. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert, he's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers' first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. That is caught. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 30. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. And they run with Edwards off the option. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Second down and 6 now from the 26. Herbert. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. First and 10 in the red zone. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. Oh, no, he lost the football. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This from 36 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Now, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game, because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up. Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. Stafford. And that one to the right side and incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Returnable here for Davis. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. And he's brought down.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Herbert going to throw. That's complete to Palmer. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This is 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Vidal knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Edwards. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here we go, 1st and goal. They'll run here with Edwards. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They run once more with Edwards. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So there was a little meat on that bone, a little more than a chip shot considering the circumstances, but he's able to bang it home in what should be the game winner.
And the key was getting him into a good position to kick from. I mean, if that's a 52-yarder, you're going to have some anxious moments, but kickers nowadays, you give them anything under 40, and they're automatic.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Powering his way forward. Past midfield, look out. this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Los Angeles.